Elon Musk has hit out at the CEO of Axios Media, who had a meltdown a few weeks ago, angry about the rise of citizen journalism. Now, if you missed the comments, have a listen.
Everything we do is under fire. Elon Musk sits on Twitter every day, or X today, saying like, we are the media, you are the media. My message to Elon Musk is, bullshit, you're not the media. You having a blue check mark, a Twitter handle, and 300 words of cleverness doesn't make you a reporter. You don't do that by popping off on Twitter. You don't do that by having an opinion. You do it by doing the hard work.
The clip was lapped up by MSNBC's Morning Joe, which gave it a round of applause.
Come on, slow clap, everybody. Whoa. First of all, I've got to say, extraordinary content. It needed to be said.
Yeah.
It continues to need to be said. When all of the garbage is flying around on social media, lying about reporters, lying about the hard work they do, lying about the hard work editors do, lying about everything up and down, about not only their alternative set of facts, but alternative set of facts about what people like you do. Or if social media, people lying every day, every hour, every minute about the news. What you do matters.
If you say it confidently enough, maybe it becomes true. But Musk responded to that video this week saying, you are the media now, they are the past. Let's bring the panel back in to discuss. I mean, Louise, Musk obviously has made his position with the legacy media very clear.
Oh, absolutely.
He's also a bit of a troll,
yes.
In good fun and good jest.
He likes to agitate, yes.
But the thing is, it works. So this Axios CEO going up there and having a temper tantrum, and put Joe Scarborough, the host of Morning Joe, and his little tantrum to one side.
And why?
How embarrassing to let the trolling impact you. When you're a professional boss, when you're a CEO and you're swearing on stage and having a meltdown about citizen journalism.
This is where maybe an older subset of trained journalists really present themselves as dinosaurs and not willing to adapt to the new media and the way people are consuming media. I mean, citizen journalism is fantastic. User-generated content, whatever you like to call it. It resonates with the community. People, that's how they communicate with each other.
A lot of reporters are also quoting things that have said on X. You know, there is that reverse paradigm as well, where his reporters, I bet if you go to their website, you can find a lot of instances of content which has been generated on that platform by these citizen journalists.
By members of the public. And what's wrong with that? And certainly during the pandemic, we found it super useful where people were swapping information with each other globally about how coronavirus was affecting us. So I think that panel should be embracing it and getting citizen journalists on their show rather than shooting them down and saying, oh, woe betide us, our industry's in decline.
Completely agree. I mean, more communication between people, the better. But what do you think of this story?
James VandeHei is the Axios guy you played. He said journalism isn't about having 300 words of cleverness and an opinion. That is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, that's what it's been for 600 years.
I thought it was a 10-word headline.
Yeah, like, we don't pick up anvils and go to war. Like, we just sit there and we come up with words of cleverness. And the irony of MSNBC going on a rant saying what we do matters while they hemorrhage viewers every single show is hilarious.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a little bit in that, which is like, I think we still matter. I think there's a little bit of that, which is, please, do we still matter?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on, because Time Magazine has a new Person of the Year. President Donald Trump graces the cover for the second time, and they write, for 97 years, the editors of Time have been picking the Person of the Year, the individual who, for better or for worse, did the most to shape the world. And the headlines over the past 12 months. In many years, that choice is a difficult one. In 2024, it was not. It definitely was not a difficult choice in this situation. His political comeback, if you loathe him, if you love him, it was incredible the way that he was able to galvanise a country around his policies and his position when you had all of these institutions trying to tear him down. How could he not be the most impactful person.
I agree, and it was great to see the editor of Time, Sam Jacobs, actually make that point that there was no other choice, and the story of redemption and victory is fabulous. And I thought there was a really nice piece in that where he talked about Trump being almost wistful because he's won the fight. So what's next for Trump? Because he's very comfortable as a pugilist. He's very comfortable taking things on. As we know, when he was shot and he said, fight, 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 that's been his mantra since then, make America great again. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes from that. But I thought it was a great piece. I'm very relieved they didn't stitch him up. I'm glad they actually made him out to be
It was a rare case of balance,
yes,
right?
It was, yes.
James, your thoughts?
Yeah, I was going to say, I know Trump's already won in 2016, but does it seem that there's less anger at the Trump victory from the left than there was in 2016? Less outpouring. I haven't seen as many people threaten to move to Canada. I haven't seen plans for a women's march on Washington as we did in 2016.
Well, the outrage doesn't match the pre-election rhetoric, which is really weird
Absolutely.
because it shows that, well, you must have lied.
Yes.
You lying now, or did you lie then?
If you genuinely thought you had just lost to Hitler, you wouldn't be taking it as lying down as the left are. And so
they knew all along.
They knew, but also are they going like, hang on, this kind of clown show, cartoonish outrage at every single step of the way. People switch off. Like, it's good for the coastal elites and it's good at dinner parties, and I told Trump this and I tweeted out that. But for the people in, Wisconsin, Michigan, Philadelphia, the places you need to win, they just zone out and they go, actually, the other guy, it seems more fun.
Well said.